Pakistan's Ministry of Finance responded to criticisms from economist Atif Mia, rejecting his claims of nonsensical economic policies and the likelihood of default. The ministry highlighted deep-rooted reforms implemented in the past 9 months, underscoring the country's commitment to stabilizing the economy and achieving sustainable growth. They emphasized the undervalued exchange rate and improving fundamentals as indicators of progress. The ministry dismissed comparisons with smaller economies and stated that none of Pakistan's creditors have assessed a default risk. The ministry also defended petroleum product pricing decisions and reiterated Pakistan's commitment to courageous reforms for economic stability and sustainable growth. The stock market saw predominantly negative sentiment due to uncertainties surrounding the IMF loan program. Economic indicators revealed lower GDP growth of 0.29% compared to the previous year. Foreign exchange reserves declined, and the rupee depreciated against the dollar. The benchmark index closed at 40,964 points, down 1.53% from the previous week. Negative contributions came from sectors like banking, oil and gas exploration, technology, power, and fertilizers, while positive contributions were seen in food, personal care, products, and textiles. Foreign selling amounted to $2.1 billion, while local buying was reported by banks and individuals. On the global front, Wall Street and European shares surged as progress was made in talks to raise the US debt ceiling. Treasury yields climbed, prompting investors to reassess interest rate expectations. Chip stocks soared on AI optimism. European markets bounced back, and Italy raised its economic growth forecast. Asian markets saw gains, and the cost of insuring US government debt decreased. However, concerns arose over China's economic slowdown. Brent crude and gold prices also saw modest increases. Pakistan's Maritime Affairs Minister Faisal Sabzwari has announced that a $500 million investment from Gulf countries is being finalized. The agreement will be submitted to the Law Ministry for approval, paving the way for direct foreign investment in line with IMF conditions. Pakistan and the UAE are working on 3 projects, including bulk terminals under a government-to-government agreement. Plans are underway to establish industrial parks in Port Qasim, spanning 1,250 acres to attract foreign investors. The minister addressed concerns over tariff charges, digitalization, and lease restrictions at the port, stating that consultations with stakeholders have taken place to reduce demerit charges. He also mentioned the addition of a maritime vessel for transporting edible oil and announced the approval for a beach wall at Karachi Fish Harbour for tourism. KITI emphasized the need to regulate shipping companies and proposed an online demerit charges system. Utilizing Pakistan's coastline for tourism is seen as a way to achieve economic benefits. Pakistan's economy saw a notable decline in GDP, growth rate, and per capita income during 2022 to 2023. Marking the slowest expansion in 4 years. The economy's size in dollar terms dropped from $375.449 billion in fiscal year 22 to $341.554 billion in fiscal year 23. Per capita income in dollar terms fell from $1,766 in the previous year to $1,568 in fiscal year 23. The provisional growth rate of GDP for 2022 to 2023 was estimated at 0.29%. In terms of sectors, agriculture experienced a positive growth rate of 1.55%, while the industrial sector faced a decline of 2.94%, and the services sector grew modestly at 0.86%. Wheat yields surged by 5.4% to reach 27.634 million tons. Sugarcane production rose by 2.8% to 91.11 million tons, and maize yields grew by 6.9% to 10.183 million tons. However, cotton production dropped by 41% to 4.91 billion bales, and rice production declined by 21.5% to 7.32 million tons. Large-scale manufacturing witnessed a negative growth rate of 7.98%. Poland plans to increase the minimum wage twice in 2024 to combat high inflation. The ruling Law and Justice Party aims to help people cope with the rising cost of living ahead of the upcoming parliamentary election. Inflation reached its highest level in over 25 years at 18.4% year-on-year in February and stood at 14.7% in April. The minimum wage for next year will exceed $1,015. Similar to 2023, the minimum wage will be raised in two stages, on January 1st and July 1st.